First attendee.
Connecting. Waiver. When disconnect.
All right. Hey,
Hello.
Dara. You're the first attendee to join 10 minutes before. This is a great sign. Okay, people coming in early, 10 minutes before. We will wait until 5:05, guys. So hopefully we will be flooded with people any minute now.
Hope so. Welcome, Randy. It's too early.
Yeah, I'll give you the sign.
No, just wrong click. Wasn't wasn't in action. You're welcome, Randy. Thank you for joining us. Okay, around the starting time, people start to arrive, so we give them a few minutes to join us, and then we will start. Oh, in the meantime, we are waiting. I'm just curious, where did you find the link for this webinar? Can you reply in the chat, please, just to understand from which channel you find the way to join us together?
Yeah, this will be interesting to know. So please feel free. Also, we probably will start around 11:05 Antiguan time, just to let enough time for everybody to join.
I think in a couple of minutes we can start at least a video. So the first one that came here, don't be bored waiting for the others. What do you think?
Yeah, let's wait until like 5:03
Okay. Okay.
Europe time. That is meaning 11:03 Antiguan.
11:03 B.
No, thank you for the answer, Randy. Yeah, this is what we would like to understand. So, for the ones who joined after we asked, please, if you can share with the in the chat part where you found out the link, either from the tourism authority. I don't know if you saw yesterday we had a short segment on ABS television. So we would like to know where you found out about the webinar. We will be waiting around 5 more minutes for
That's
other
okay.
people to join.
Then we start overall because people can continue to join even during the meeting. And in the worst case, if someone will lost the beginning, the meeting will be recorded, so we will make it available during the next day. So nothing is lost. Okay, Caribbean Community Newsletter. Okay, thank you, Steve.
No, we didn't even know that there was an invite over there. This is cool.
Yeah, that the already been added to the newsletter by, I don't know, someone or the tourist board probably.
Yes. And
That's good.
in the meantime, guys, while we're waiting, like if anybody of you has already have some questions, we will do a short
Oh
presentation,
yeah,
of
yeah,
course.
yeah.
But in the meantime, if you have any questions, please start writing them down in the chat so we can address everything after in the Q&A session. Okay, 18
Okay,
people
yeah.
so far. We're expecting to be more than 50, so we will still wait a bit.
Yeah, a couple of minutes, then we start to play at least a bit of content, just not just waiting. We play something in the meantime.
Thank you for the answer, Patricia. Yeah, Maria has been a
Oh,
great help for us moving forward the message. So basically, I get all those places that you, Steve, and Randy mentioned. It's thanks to her. So
yeah,
thank you,
she
Maria.
she's been very proactive. Absolutely.
And again, for the people who joined just recently, we'll be waiting a few more minutes to get more people on board. In the meantime, we would appreciate if you write in the chat where you found out about the webinar, just to see where the message was spread and you found out the registration link. And also in the meantime, while we're waiting, and also throughout the presentation part, which will be very short, we don't want to bore you with long presentations. We hope to have a good conversation with you afterwards. And the idea is that in any case, every point that you have a question for, please write it down in the comments. And after we do the presentation part, we will address each and every question in the Q&A section. Oh, we have AI assistants as well. This is cool.
Oh, yes, we are a serious company.
Oh, and Woti, you were forced to attend by Jeff, or is it on your own will?
Okay, let's play a bit of video.
Yeah.
So that's another. Then in the meantime, we are waiting for the other guys. Let me show you another project that we did in Sao Tome a couple of years ago.
Okay, yeah. Well, it should be helpful information. Yeah. Well, we will split the part of doing like some introductions to all the key points, and then everything that you need to know, we are available for you to ask.
Absolutely. Yeah, sometimes happen.
Oh, great, Mario. Reach out to us and tell us, yeah, like if you have any questions, and we also can meet once we get there.
Oh yes, next week we have the flight, and we'll join you physically in the wonderful Antigua overall. Because come on, here in Italy at the moment there are until like 8 degrees, so we cannot wait to fly over there and enjoy a bit of good weather. It's winter here, and it's one of the worst time of the year.
So Kiko, I say we wait until 11:10, so 4 more minutes,
Yeah.
and see who
Okay.
joins. Then we will like this part will be recorded. So hopefully we will send it out afterwards to everybody who registered, and if somebody missed something, they can recap.
Fine. 11:10 we will go.
And the quick question is the connection okay? Do you hear us okay? Do we need to make some changes to our
Oh yeah.
microphones or something? Please write in the chat or unmute yourself. Thank you, Patricia. Thank you. 21 people, but very proactive. This is what we need. Okay, a few final minutes and then we go in and hopefully more people join afterwards.
I think we finished the video and we can start.
Yeah. All right, let's go, guys. As I said, yeah, let's move it.
Yeah. The other guys probably will come in the meantime. We are moving forward. So first of all, thank you so much to joining us. And I'm Federico Di Betto. I'm the CEO of World Travel in 360. And please let me introduce my friend, colleague, and COO of the World Travel, Dimitar.
Yeah, hello from me as well, guys. It's an absolute pleasure to have you all here, and I really appreciate you spending that time with us. We will try to give you a lot of good information in the next half an hour, and then do a Q&A session, so we don't take much of your time. And how this short presentation will go, we will give you just like a few sentences about who we are and what we do. Then we will just talk about the Google Street View project for Antigua and Barbuda, how it came to be, what we're doing over there, what is the purpose, and all of that. Then we will dig in a bit deeper into the benefits that Google Street View brings to the nation. And we will switch to a little in-depth talks of a few services that we offer and that help local businesses utilize Google products best for tourism promotion, which is basically the main benefit for a country like Antigua and Barbuda. We will talk about virtual tours for local businesses and just for showing the beauty of the country as well. And an interesting technical part for satellite renewal, which is we found something interesting for the imagery over Antigua that we'll share with you. And we really hope that at the end and during the presentation, please feel free to show us to ask any questions in the comment section, and then in the QA session, we will be able to talk much deeper into each topic that interests you.
So please let me introduce our company. We are one of the few companies in the world that is 100% focused on Street View and the Google Maps technology. We have achieved several projects like the small video you have already seen from South of May, but without any doubt, the most famous one is the Zanzibar project. In 2019, we've been in Zanzibar with the world's first project of this kind. We find a way to bring the Street View in a nation that is 56, 70%, 60% dependent on the tourism without any cost for the country. And from that days, we strongly improved this kind of promotion using Google Maps with several achievements all around the world. Fortunately, arriving up to Vieques and Culebra in Puerto Rico last December. And of course, Antigua and Barbuda in a few days.
So let me share how this project came to be and basically the outline of the project. And hopefully, if you have questions, we will dig into that as well. We have a very strong support from the local government. It all started with a conversation with your ambassador, Dr. Dari Tam, last year. And having the opportunity to bring Google Street View was very well embraced by the government. And we did a couple very engaging meetings and made up a plan how to bring Google Street View to Antigua and Barbuda. So the project will start like I think it already started as we are having
We
this
already are here.
conversation right now. Yeah, but virtually. So the official kickoff would be on the 6th of February when we will host in-person meeting in St. John's in Antigua, where we will invite you again. We will share some more details to see us in person and talk in more details for everything. The project length should be around 1 month. We need to cover a bit more than 1,200 kilometers of roads or 750 plus miles of roads to cover the road network of Antigua and Barbuda. We are expecting to finish the project by the end of February, and the first imagery should be online and operational on the Google platform, Google Maps, Google Earth, and all the joining platforms as early as March. And a few questions, a few sentences about the technical part of stuff. You will be seeing a car with a huge camera mounted on top going through the streets of Antigua and Barbuda during February. So whenever you see it, you just wave as you will probably see yourself later on the Google Street View of the islands. And on top, the big black thing is a very high-end camera. We're utilizing the best commercial camera on the market and associated equipment, which is the Insta360 Titan, but a heavily modified version to get the really, really best results, bringing more than 11K image size quality to map every detail of the two islands.
So what are the benefits of the Street View? Simply, you are living in a paradise. Antigua and Barbuda are both fantastic places. So overall, the best advertising that you can do is to show that places to the rest of the world. 24 hours, 7 days over 7, all the days of the year. That's the best advertising because people actually are looking for a place where to spend the next vacation because they heard about Antigua on some friends, someone been there, and they say, okay, how is that place? Until now, they can find a standard picture, they can find, yes, stories by friend, but anything massive and overall professional. From the end of March, almost, you will be able to show all the beauty of the both islands. And just to have some data, Dimitar told about the technical aspect. Here on the right, those are the data from the Zanzibar project I mentioned before. It's quite similar because we're under 1,700 kilometers and has already collected 35 millions. Based on that data, we have estimated that Antigua and Barbuda, we will rise up almost 10 million views per year, which means that 10 millions of persons all across the world, we will highlight the beauty of the island, we will move around, see the best beaches, the best spot, and decide, I want to be there. So that's the touristical aspect. This is the most famous part of the Google Maps, moving and watching the world. There are also utility behind that because Dimitar told you that the camera is doing 11K resolution. It's a huge amount. Another impressive data is that that camera produced 9 gigabytes of data per minute. So a huge amount of information that the government or the government agency can analyze to do services like road maintenance or, for instance, individual broken pipelines or something like that. Dimitar?
Yes. So now let's dig into this was the brief explanation of the Google Street View part. We will dig into that hopefully if you have more questions in the Q&A session. Now I want to focus on a bit more details about how Google can be utilized for tourism promotion, as we know that Antigua and Barbuda are a highly touristic oriented country. So the thing is that what you see on the screen is basically where almost 90% of the people's journey to find a vacation spot starts. So they find out, or they are searching for, should we go to the Bahamas? Should we go to Puerto Rico? Should we go to Antigua? And the first thing they do is they go online, they go on Google, as we know it's the highest visited platform and highest search engine in the world. And they type in something like hotels in Antigua, and they see that view that you see over there on the screen, which highlights the key positions of the hotels or restaurants or tourism experiences on the island. And this is how everybody starts their planning of their journey over there and picking the spot to do it. Can you please move to the next slide, Kiko?
Of course. Here you are.
And when you go into and pick a certain location, you reach what we call the Google Business Profile or Google Business Card for that particular location. On the left, you see the card of Jumbie Bay Island. There's no advertising part here. It's just one of the first that we picked and just put it on the left just to visualize it for you guys. And this thing is the gateway that basically leads customers straight to your location. It contains all the info that a person is looking for, the pictures of the place, the virtual tour that we'll talk in a second about, the reviews from other people, which you all know that this is something that every traveler looks into before going to a place. It can show prices, availability, and much, much more. And these little cards, they attract more than 10,000 clicks each month for different kinds of locations. It's much less or more than this, absolutely free. And also utilizing the power of that card, you fix any issues with wrong or non-existing addresses and navigation issues. As we know and understood that in Antigua and Barbuda, you have a problem with streets having no names, or official ones on Google Maps, on other maps as well. And another key feature that hotel people will enjoy a lot is that you can drive direct reservations through that card, skipping paying fees to online travel agencies. Can you do the next one, Kiko?
Of course.
So mentioning the virtual tours, this is something that we will offer individual businesses. And basically, Street View is a virtual tour by itself. So if a picture is worth 1,000 words, which is the common saying, a virtual tour should be basically priceless, because in a virtual tour, you can explore each and every place in 360 degrees. So you can look wherever you want, but you can also navigate. If it's a hotel, for instance, you can navigate between rooms and get a real feeling for what that place is, even before you visit. If you want to see how the beach look like on a certain place, you can see an aerial picture. You can go down to the sand and actually see that place. So this interactivity makes it twice more engaging than photos and videos. And our research shows that people spend on average on 3 minutes looking at virtual tours compared to just seconds looking at photos and videos. And all of that is directly accessible in Google or on your website 24/7, 365 days a year from every point of the world. And it is a great feature and a great thing to showcase your property or your place in the best stunning ways with the 360-degree images from the ground, inside, and from the air as well.
Next one.
The other cool features is that you can embed those tours in your website, driving traffic or showcasing your property or restaurant or activity or the tourism aspect of the country as a whole. And we will also be helping individual businesses, but we will be creating a global virtual tour for Antigua and Barbuda that will be featured on the site of the Ministry of Tourism and also on the Tourism Authority's website, where you can find, we will shoot all the heritage sites, all the historical places, all the landmarks, the beautiful beaches, and all the key points. And that future visitors, they can go in and interactively feel that place. And this thing gets millions of views each year as well. And actually, Kiko, can you showcase a quick tour?
Yeah. Just a saying why we don't show them directly. Maybe it is just a second. I have to share another screen. Okay, let's fly to Zanzibar with me. So that's a virtual tour, the global virtual tour of Zanzibar that is going to be similar to the one here. That's in this example, that's the capital city, Stone Town. You can see restaurant, hotels, and other places. If you already know where you want to go, you have the places menu here. You can decide to go in Jambiani, that if you've never been there, is one of the most famous area of Zanzibar. 70 kilometers of white sand, blue sea, with, of course, the hotels. Those hotels, that is Sherazad Boutique Hotel, La Luna, just fly over Sherazad. We can see by the drone that the beach is quite close to the property, or you can even take a closer look and then go down and walk. But if you're looking for a specific place, you can go another place, Puani Mishangani. So different place, east side, northern, same fantastic water. You will find in the front of you the Marijani Beach Hotel. You arrive there and you see the wow, that place has a huge swimming pool and probably a small one for children. And it's how much? 50 meters from the seaside. But what about the rooms? So from places, we move to the hotels. I say the same, Puani Mishangani, Marijani Beach. And here you have all the different rooms of the place. You can take a look to the ground luxury suite, the most beautiful one. And of course, you can walk and go around. You can even take a look at the restaurant. And as those pictures are very, very high quality, you can check which fruit they offer them that day. If you want something more private, you're not looking for a restaurant, for an hotel, and you want a private leisure villas. We come back to Page on the east side, and we go to White Sand Luxury. The same, you have the area view, you can see how close it is to the sea. But this one has also another fantastic service, the P to shoot the video. That's just a small video that is flying around the place. Let me close it. And again, you can check the 2-bedroom villa, that is this one. And from this point, those are just point to start. And you can see that you'll have your private swimming pool, the room, and the remaining things. So that virtual tour is on Google Maps and is on that global tour. If you want to take a closer look to how you can use it, just move on Google research, search for White Sand Villas. You have here the virtual tour. This is the direct link to the Google Maps card. But if we are going to the website of the places, I lost the site. Les Chateau.
There you go. It's the last one, Kiko.
Oh, okay.
Oh, no, I don't. I click on the website link from the card.
No, it's the first one. Sorry, it's the first one. So we have our Masai friend awakening. Yeah, sorry, I just lost the way. You go inside the states. You have the different kind of places with looking for the 2-bedroom villa. So not this one, virtual tour, and that's the same place. The same. You can go to the living room and explore. Here on the side, you have also the menu, but we offer, of course, a better one than this one. So let's come back to the presentation, because at the beginning we talked about the satellite. Satellite renewal is a function that is quite recent because there was a problem before. So you already seen the Marijani. That's a place we've seen by the sky. That's a swimming pool. On the other side, you have the smaller one for the children. And it's a very nice place. Was built in 2018, so it's quite new, well done, very leisurely place. The problem is, if you're looking for the same place on Google Earth, not now anymore, that's a satellite of the Marijani. So without the swimming pool, with everything under construction, very, very, very bad quality. So when people go to say, okay, where is this place? The best way is to check over the satellite. This is not something that can let you say, I want to book over there. Fortunately, we solved the problem for them. And I kindly invite you to go just looking for Lux Marijani, and you can zoom and count how many people are swimming in the swimming pool. And okay, I understand that you probably say that's a problem in Zanzibar. Unfortunately not. because that's there. And probably Villa Tolumnia was under construction in 2017 when Google did the satellite views of the island for the last time. So that's the actual situation. I don't know if the owner of the Villa Tolumnia is here in this meeting, but if you are here, probably we have to talk. Dimitar,
And
it's your turn.
Kiko, I just want to say something else
Sure,
on
of
this
course.
topic before we continue. Speaking in like when we saw that big image and I was talking about that people start their journey into Google Maps, as soon as the satellite part is also very important. So Street View, satellite, the way you present your businesses in the business card, all of them are very important because we all know how people plan their trips. So the husband or wife, she browses around that she starts sending links to people that will travel with them. And the first places they think is like, if you're going to a paradise location like Antigua and you're visiting a resort, you're probably visiting that place even in February. You're visiting that there to go to the beach, and the first thing that you will say, okay, how close my villa or
Where is the
apartment is
beach?
the beach? Yeah, where is the beach? Does it have that turquoise water that we know that the Caribbean is famous for? And if they see the outdated imagery, which Federico, correct me if I'm wrong, I think the
Sure.
imagery in Antigua is 2017. Is
17,
was it?
yes, 17
Yeah, so
was the
it's
last capture.
7 years old. Probably a lot of stuff changed by then. The view here
Oh yeah,
as
you see the
well.
villa. You see the villa in the
So yeah,
satellite, and you see the one over there. It's completely
yeah.
different.
Of course, people do their research, but like it's totally different to see the turquoise water right away and say, okay, this looks good, I want to book. And a totally other thing is, okay, but is this a real villa because it's under construction? Was it finished or something like that?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
let's move on. Enough for the satellite part.
Of course.
And this was it.
Questions.
We didn't want to bore you because I see that you are starting with the questions. And
Yeah. There already
please,
been questions, so please
please
go to the first one.
continue. If you want to ask anything related to the presentation or anything regarding our work and what we will be doing there, just shoot. And
So the first one I think is Lottie. Pardon me if I pronounce not correctly. Which category are you using for rates and availability? I think you are. You can unmute and talk if you want. When you so it probably is easier. You probably talk about the price rate in the Google Maps listing. So
yeah,
if
let me take this one, Kiko, just to share with.
Sure.
Yeah,
Let me come back to the
but I
slide.
think
Yeah.
we skip the question. So Kiko, can you be in between? Like I will be answering, but can you please do the questions one by one because I think there
Yeah.
were
Oh,
questions
there
before
are
that.
other before.
Yeah. So
Oh
you
yeah,
manage the questions.
sorry.
No,
Yes.
yeah, we'll answer this one, but start managing the question and we'll switch answering in
Yeah, I
between.
suppose was the
So
first. Sorry.
yeah. So for this one, if you're meaning Kiko, next slide, please.
Next one.
Yeah. So you're probably referring to the availability and the rates over here. So this is something very cool that a lot of hotel owners don't know. So first of all, of course, you have the sponsored part and you have all options part. It's quite small over here. If you just write me a comment and if other people are interested, I will share my screen and talk more about it. But to give you the simple answer, first of all, they get quotes from Booking, Expedia, Hotels.com, the people that pay Google to advertise their links because when you book through their link, you get charged a commission. But the cool thing here is if you have your own reservation system or your own booking engine, you can put your own link over there. And actually, Jumbie Bay Island did it, and their rate is the lowest one. So it's pretty small here. As I said, just say I want more info on the pricing and on the rates, and I'll share the screen and do more afterwards. But there you can share your own register, own booking engine, and people can directly book with you, so you'll pay no commission. And in 9 out of 10 cases, your price will be the best one in that list. And as I said before, this listing gets, it depends on the place, but more than 10,000 hits each month. And if like 1% of that you drive through your booking engine instead of booking.com or hotels, imagine how many fees you will save on that.
So starting from the top, sorry for that.
Yeah.
Mario that say that he's already begun to map some part of the location in Antigua, and this is fantastic. I think when, if you want to join us when we'll be on the island, if you want to pass a day with us and doing the road together, you are more than welcome. We probably have to stay a bit long inside the car and driving that. If you want to join, feel free to text us and come with us.
Hello, can
Yeah.
you hear me?
Sure, sure,
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah, Mario.
Yes. Yeah. So I did start a couple of locations in Antigua actually because I had the same thoughts and ideas that you guys would have had too as well. That
Mhm.
Street View can basically enhance. Wasn't looking so much at the from a business perspective, even though that I believe can actually, there's definite benefit from that perspective. But I was thinking more from a local perspective in terms of finding homes, finding businesses. I'm not even sure if you're aware, but physical location addresses in Antigua are not something that's currently there either. So I was
Yeah.
trying to kind of do a combination between a street view imagery along with the plus codes component
Yep.
on Google Maps. That could facilitate a number of things, even including stuff for um, delivery services. For instance, a person could actually
Yeah.
have a physical address that you can have deliveries to, even though a lot of the apps that they're using now has that. It would still provide you with a physical number that somebody could pop in anywhere across the globe, and it does a pin drop directly on your home. But I wanted to start it with Street View. So if you pulled up Street View right now, you would see a portion in Cedar Grove,
Yep.
which is one of the locations. Another area is Hodges Bay and Fitch's Creek, which mapping basically started with those areas. No, my camera is not as pricey as you guys. That 11K
Yeah.
resolution is really
Yeah.
phenomenal, but
Yeah.
it
Yeah.
is there. It is there. But again, there has to be timely updates to that too. I
Yeah.
mean, I'm currently in North America, and
Okay.
it's not only listing it, but then every year within North America, there's annual updates done to
Yeah,
Street View.
a couple of years in the worst case, yes, is because everything is changing in a couple of years,
Yeah.
Exactly, exactly,
The
exactly.
Now we
thing
can
is,
we can talk about something similar, like to initiate, of course, mapping this time and then organize in a couple of years another initiative involving the local community would be very nice.
no, but also another thing that we need to push, and we are organizing, trying to organize a meeting with the ICT ministry as well as that, because we also provide services to address that issue. That in Vieques, Kiko mentioned the
Oh yeah,
project before. They have like the same issue. They have no street names, and they were hit by Hurricane Maria. I don't know. I think 3 years ago or something similar. And
2019, something similar.
yeah, something similar. And they had a very big issue with people losing their lives because emergency services, the what was the FEMA, I think is the U.S. Agency that deals with that, they weren't able to find addresses because you search for Calle 11 and it drives you to the other side of the island. And we're helping them and their government to put street names really on Google Maps. So we really, Mario, if we can meet, please text us. We will give you the comment, our contact. And we want to do to help the local community with that because we have the access to even name all the streets. If you have the local database, we can help the government with that side as well. So it will be something that will really help.
Okay, okay. Again, I'm not currently local in Antigua. I'm actually
Okay.
calling
Oh,
you
okay.
from
But yeah,
Canada.
reach over to us over WhatsApp. We can organize a call because if you are into the issue, every feedback is appreciated.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Okay, let's move to the next one. So Kiko, next one would be, would there be opportunities
Kyla.
for users to engage in interactive experiences with the eco tours directly through the Google Street View platform? I can
Okay.
take this one.
Okay.
So Kayla, sorry if I'm pronouncing any of the names wrong, forgive me. I think you're referring to, you probably are have an experience-based tour business over there. If that is the case, we like tours. We can the virtual tours is our thing, so we can help with the virtual part. The interactive experience on site. The best case thing is to utilize Google Street View, Google Placement, your Google Business Profile to be present in all the searches. Because as we were saying, people look when they go to before they go to Antigua, they look accommodation, probably a few places where we want to eat. Then they land and they stop looking for accommodation. They start restaurants, experience, beaches, landmarks, and this is very important to be available. And also understanding the problem with the positioning and the addresses. These places need to be pinpoint right on Google Maps, because when they hire a car and they say, okay, let's go to this eco tour place, if it doesn't pop up on the search and people cannot reach it, it will be harder for the businesses down the line to generate that income from these guys.
So Lotte asked if there is schedule, in which area you are in. So we will cover the whole nations, both nations. So we will be almost everywhere. If you need that the car is passing close to your area in a specific day, because there are people like in Google Maps headquarter in San Francisco that are doing the street view and they prepare like flash mob. If you want to do something like that, we just schedule together a day, and I tell you when will you pass with the car, and we can invent something very cool to make the street view more interesting.
Yeah, so it's hard for us to tell you like where to like.
Yeah.
We can't like, we don't want to promise we will be there at this time, because we might let you down. But if you have some great ideas, as Kiko mentioned, in some nations people organize, I don't know, people dressed in the national clothes, and they line up around the street, but a lot of them, and we pass, and that will stay on the Google Street View imagery for a long time. And you can like share with people, which is a cool feature. So if you have any ideas to do something like that, we're 100% up for it. So reach out.
So I think we already have replied to Johan that asked how often the street view will be updated. So we'll try to figure out.
Like, yeah, but first is Kaywa, which is, she's asking about the resolution. Yes, it's 11K.
Yeah, I already replied. Yes.
Yeah, meaning that is really high. This is basically, you can see, you can read signs. Of course, here we need to mention the privacy part. So, and there was another question. So when we pass with the cars, there's an algorithm that immediately, even before we see the images, it blurs out the faces of people and blurs out license plates. So like that's at least that. Of course, like if you stay in a place and you know how you were dressed and wave, you will see yourself afterwards. You can be able to recognize yourself, but your face will be blurred, and it will be for all the imagery around the island done with the street view.
So, and that's the same matter ask about the hotel part. This is complementary to, so the pictures that are done inside the hotels or restaurant or however crowded place are done with not with that camera, with the DSLR camera, so the standard reflection, and then will be examined by an AI before, and then an additional pass will be done by a human person that is going to blur all the face. So,
but also it's worth to mention that like if a certain hotel or restaurant books the tour with us, because it's a separate service, we schedule the right time of day. I mean, we don't go there like in the middle of I don't know, the morning breakfast, and we shoot with the camera and there's a ton of people. We pick spots from the day where there's nobody, and we just want to showcase the property in the best way. So privacy is taken care of in every kind of capture. Okay, next.
John want to join us for sure. If you want to, like I offered to Mario, if you want to pass a day with us, would be just a pleasure.
No, but where? Like I think we were skipping. How often will the imagery be updated?
Oh, yeah.
Sorry. Yeah, so let me take care. Let me take care of the questions you just answered.
Okay, officially stop to watch the questions.
Yeah, no problem. So, how often will the imagery will be updated? So we plan to do it this year, and normally for Street View, as the nation, I don't know how quick things change in Antigua and Barbuda, but normally it's sufficient for the next 2-3 years to be kinda up to date. So, of course, if we have the opportunity to come back there in a couple of years, we devise a plan with the government or something else. We utilize a plan to name the streets, and we can update. But normally it's once every few years. And for the local tours for the business that we offer as a service is basically as often as businesses want. but still, well, if you do it this year, if you don't do any renovation, like large scale renovation, it will be fresh and it will last for a couple of years easily. So, Kiko, a question for you. No, wait, we have more. Stop rushing. Pat said that it's something.
Wait a second. There is something talking.
Oh, can I ask a question?
Yeah? Sure, of course.
Yeah.
Okay, why I wanted to ask about the updates of the imagery is because after the hurricane under the UNDP, when we did the recovery, a lot of this imagery helped us quite a bit, but we still had to reconcile due to sun domes and covers that were used for water pumps in Barbuda. So it would be nice to use it on not only the business aspect, but recovery, especially because we have a lot of hurricanes yearly.
Yeah. So this is Kiko mentioned, yeah, but because we don't want to like the benefits and what can be done with street view imagery, like it's endless possibilities. And
almost, yeah.
You can do this. So if something is lost in a hurricane, you can go to the right location and see what the area was from different angles and know what has been there. Also, if we do the same thing down the line, let's say 3 years from now, you can compare even for I don't know, you mentioned UNDP. If we are talking sustainability, you can measure erosion. Like imagine that there's a road that gets eroded a lot and we photograph it now. You can compare the exact same thing 3 years from now and measure the erosion. You can do tons of things.
Yeah, we did that in on the forestry, especially the coastal erosion, to measure how far the sea has receded or has cut onto taking up or reclaiming the lands.
Okay, but like, if you do you work in that field with those kinds of operations?
Volunteer. I used to, but I did a bit.
Are you locally in Antigua?
Yes, I am.
Please write to us in WhatsApp. We would love to meet people that have interest in the different use cases, because normally for a place like Antigua and Barbuda, that's why we are talking more on the touristic side, that because you're a touristic country, that your GDP is basically based on tourism. That's why we talk on this side, but we would love to partner and help develop other projects that can benefit the community. So write us a line and let's meet.
I believe it could benefit in the disaster recovery, because I see a lot of potential being there. Irma, Maria, in different islands, St. Martin and Guila, and I saw the destruction. I was there. I slept on the islands, and so even after everybody was evacuated, we came in. So we had to compare a lot of imageries to get to know where what was and where and who is.
Federico is showing you how it works.
I show that's an example. In Zanzibar, we did 2 captures, one in July 2019, and the second one in January 2021. That's exactly the same place. You can see the door. That's a time machine that is showing the change across 2 years. You see that the houses are the same, but in the meantime, they completely reconstruct the road that wasn't present in 2019. So that's a fantastic way.
Because also too, it helps the hotels, because I had to do one of the hotels in Barbuda with one of the UN agent from Brazil, and we all split, and it helped us quite a bit to assess the damage that was caused, especially to the lighting, to the erosion that came in and dug up some of the buildings for the hotels and so. So it really helped them to recover, getting funds from the insurances and that sort.
Now we definitely have to. Go ahead, please.
Yeah, I was going to say that these are all cases that it's showing that it can do much more than this as well. Like sure, you can track changes in everything and utilizing AI. There was a point in the presentation. You can do features that. So imagine that the government needs to replace all the light poles in Antigua. There's an AI that can pinpoint all of them and basically give
exactly
first
where they
account, everything. Like it's unlimited. So please reach out to us and talk. Let's talk when we are in Antigua for all those cases that you find useful and figure out how to help.
Cool. All right.
Okay, moving. Oh, you have more, or you're done?
No. I am on the quiet side. I'll be listening more than talking.
Okay, thanks. So Heather has a question. The question when zooming in rooms, how do you avoid the invasion of privacy? That's what we said earlier. Street view automatically blurs even before anybody sees it. When we do a purposeful shoot for a hotel, we schedule with the owner to pick the right time, and if somehow there's a person, we either blur it out or remove it completely with AI or manually. And also Heather asked who covers the cost of the views of hotels views. So I don't know, like if you're talking about who covers the virtual tours inside the viewers, they book with us. We will send out some advertising afterwards to people who are interested. And moreover, if you own a local business that can benefit, that is tourism oriented or even not tourism oriented, it works for everything. But the bigger benefits are for hotels, restaurants, resorts, stuff like that. Reach out to us. You will see our contact and we will discuss more with that. Kiko, a question for you. Wait.
Wait. Where? Which one?
No, I'm trying to look for the next one. So as mentioned, Mario says, as mentioned, the areas for street view are only as useful as the updates that are done on timely fashion. North America has annual update. Oh, but we discussed that, Mario.
Yeah. I think there are no more questions. If no one has others,
please do ask more questions.
I do have a question. Can I?
Yeah. Sure, of course.
I believe also too they should have an education on air radio program, because some areas that have the deleted or dilapidated buildings should be covered, because you don't want to show that as a tourism product.
Well, we will pass through all that. We have a software that says which roads need to be covered. So basically, we will pass through all locations. And like if people touch up their front-facing part of their premises, it will look better. For some places, of course, we will show if it's ugly, like or some place that is destroyed. It will appear like that. But basically, this is the reality. So we cannot pick and choose.
I think, folks, I think it's important to show everything because, again, like I said, from a community standpoint, being able to find places in Antigua and see it. I mean, there is definitely the tourism aspect of it, but from a community development standpoint, finding places in Antigua, it would be hugely, I think, beneficial via the street view mechanism. So, I mean, if there are houses that are not ideal, but it's a structure that you can actually see, there's a host of other applications that can be used for too as well. So,
yeah,
I mean, I wouldn't delete anything. I mean, that wouldn't be my go-to at this particular juncture. I mean, I do know you guys seem to be.
Mario, I support you, but some areas are looking really dilapidated and some vehicles that are on the roadside that need to be moved.
I hear you, but I think benefits far outweigh the actual negative components here.
And also, it's hard to avoid places. Imagine the process. It's thousands of kilometers. It's not easy for us to know, okay, drive here, but skip this little part to hide a car or something ugly on the sidewalk. And then also, it's not feasible to exclude them. And the benefits are more than
Absolutely. I think again, it's the tool itself can be used as a measure for holding systems and things accountable too, right? So it has a variety of applications. I mean, I just don't think of censoring it in that fashion would be beneficial in any way.
Sure.
Well, Mario, especially with the 3D view, it gives you a better perspective because we use a lot of it in cartography or in the AutoCAD to use it. View arc map and the sort when we were using it for the utilities for the advanced metering systems, and then we use it on the recovery. It's very essential, especially now we have deliveries, tracking of vehicles, crime scenes. You know, it is endless.
Absolutely,
But,
absolutely. Like I said to you, I mean, I don't know if anybody wants to do it right now, but I mean, I started doing some street view mapping, and so you can go to Cedar Grove or a portion of Hodges Bay and Fitch's Creek, and you can actually see street view imagery as we speak.
Yeah.
No,
so it can be updated by the local people down the line. So feel free to come to us, and we will discuss options to do this. Moving on with the questions. Sorry, let's answer the other ones, and then we continue if there are no new ones. So first of all, Randy is asking, what is the approximate cost to get a personalized virtual tour for a hotel or restaurant? So it depends on the size of the and the type of the business, and also the features that you want to include. But virtual tour starts as low as $500 US, and it's a one-time thing that with no recurring fees down the line. So if you want a quote, we will show our contacts in a second. Reach out to us, and we will give you feedback. And I noticed that we misspelled Barbuda in the presentation. I'm please accept my. I personally did write this, so it's my fault, and I am very sorry about it.
Oh, I just want the Barbuda. Okay.
No, I'm very sorry. Yeah,
no, it's a typo. It's not. It's
probably a typo. We are recording it, so we will upload to our YouTube channel, and we will share afterwards to anybody who didn't attend. You can even share it with people that you might know that will be interested in to hear what we discussed. Any more questions?
Okay, I think it's the moment to invite them to the meeting in person. So
go.
The meeting will be the 6th of February for sure. The venue is still to be defined, but we will update in the next few days. So just take a look to the channel where you found the invitation for this meeting, and you get updated information to the venue and the time and everything, so we can continue those discussion in person.
Yeah, and somebody has a few more questions. In the meantime, somebody asked if we have vehicles for the street view. Yes, they're already arranged. We need kind of we have a personal best vehicle, so we use the Kiko. You tell it because it's your
as you've probably seen in the Sao Tome video of our dream vehicles is the Suzuki Jimny, because it's 4-wheel drive, is small. Even if you find some bad road, you have 4-wheel drive, so you can climb and have a small footprint, which means that the camera, of course, captures 360 degrees, which means that is a sphere that captures even, of course, the sail, but also the bottom part. And as much big as the car, as much car you have in the frame. And the Jimmy is perfect the size. I really love Jimmy. So
and we also some places, we always, in any country, in any place where we go, there's some really difficult spots to go into. And if you have we've been trying to do with big cars, and you either, if you're Kiko, you end up scratching the car
a couple of times.
Yeah, or if you're myself, I kind of I cannot pass through that place and waste more time. So we need something that is versatile, of course, that does the job correctly. So
because we are traveling to 40-45 kilometers per hour, so we not need a performance car, but something that has the proper skills to arrive almost in every place of the island.
Yeah. Any more questions? This is the moment you can screenshot our contacts. You can do a photo with your phone and do direct messages anytime. Pat, I see that you unmuted yourself. Do you want to say anything?
He's on mute? No.
pick a pack or something. No. I didn't bring it today. I had it the last time. I didn't bring it today. So you know have a
Johan, we are hearing you. If you can probably mute yourself. Sorry, mate. Okay. Any more questions?
I am there. I'm there. Just doing other things with some other guy.
Yeah. Don't worry. Just stay and mute.
Go ahead.
So yeah, can you share the recording with slide deck? Yes, we will. Like for all the attendees, if you register with your email, in the next days we will send you a recap of what we did. We will send you a link to the video, the presentation slides, and also you can reach out to us with any more questions.
That's me right there.
Okay, I think it's the moment to say goodbye, and we are going to pack our stuff because in 6 days we're flying over there. So
yeah, and remember that there's another opportunity to meet in person on the 6th. We will tell you where and when through the same channels that you found out with the help of the tourism authority, and hopefully we will see you there. And then on the streets, we see you waving and cheering for the car.
We'd be certainly happy to see you.
Thank you,
Pat. Yeah.
Bye.
Okay,
Bye-bye.
It was a pleasure. Sorry for the misspelling. It will never happen again. And we wish to see you well on the streets in a few weeks.
Great. See you soon.
It was a pleasure.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.